Hi, in this video we will see how to raise an customer invoice oblique account receivable invoice or AR invoice. In earlier video we have seen the store has submitted a billing request. So there was a sales order raised earlier. Against the sales order, store has submitted a billing request. That means these are the items that need to be billed. And that billing request was approved and came to accounts. Now accounts has to raise an invoice, customer invoice. So on clicking the AR invoice, let's select an option of account new AR invoice. In AIS, accounts team can raise a customer invoice in multiple ways. Either billing request can be submitted. If it is materials, the store personnel is the in charge of those materials. He will submit a billing request. For services, from self-service also, people can submit a billing request. So under self-service, people also can submit a billing request. This is for only services. Whereas for materials, it is always the store personnel has to submit a billing request because the store personnel is in charge of these materials. So he is the one who knows that what is the item available and how much stock is available, and he is in charge. So he has to submit a billing request. In our case, store has submitted a billing request and it has come now to accounts. Now we are accounting, we are raising an invoice as an accounts team. So billing request, yes or no, we have selected yes. And there are multiple ways. That means either accounts team can raise an invoice either against a billing request or without anyone submitting a billing request. Accounts can raise against an agreement or a sales order or directly. So in this case, we are using a route of billing request. Let's click this magnifying glass and search if there is any billing request available. So I have clicked, so there is one billing request available. So I have selected select. So now what all the data which is pre-filled by the store is already filled. This is for Paracagro and invoice date, accounting date, and all the data. What is a bank account to be printed on this invoice? All this is pre-filled. So we just have a look. We haven't changed anything because for us it is looking good. So this is the request and this is the item. So these are the items as per the sales order. While raising the sales order, these are the items. So you can have a look of the sale order items, and from here these are the items which is now allotted by the store. So he has filled the stock number and you can see the date. You can see the data filled by the storekeeper. And here in this column you can see was there any difference with the SO. While raising the service order, what was the value and versus what is now we are trying to bill to the customer. You can see if there is any difference with the sales order, was there any tax differences, was there any base price difference, tax price difference or total differences. If there is a difference, it will show here, it is showing 00. That means the price what we have committed to the customer while raising the sales order, it is the same now we are trying to raise in the invoice. So there is no discrepancy. If there is discrepancy, it will show here and it will go to the required approval flow. So click on get prices, calculate. It will again get prices as on today and it will, but it is a sales order. So what is the price that was committed? That is the same price it would be applied. So there is no differences. You can see there is no difference between SO. The price what is committed as per the SO, it would be applied. Though you click get price, it will just get the price as on today, but it won't apply the price. It is the price what we have committed or the price what this store personnel has filled for billing. You can see the other data. You can attach any attachments if you want. and this is the quality check data which is filled by the store. So he has done the quality check before billing. We can also, if we can also have a look, what the quality check was done. So they have done a quality check of 1 unit of this, and these are the results. The store personnel is saying that they are good and there is no leakage, and this quality check is done by Ravin. So we are accounts is not filling any data, just checking the data. So this is the bin data, what it is filled by the bin is optional. In this entity has activated the bin mechanism. So they have uh, filled the bin data. So the only tab that the accounts team will fill is the accounting screen. So here by default all these values are filled. What is the bill to ship to based on the customer default data all that has come, and what is the item, and this is the India case, this is the HSN code, all this is filled, and it has filled some default GL code by. So we, this is a sale transaction, so we want to account this under these accounts. So accounts will have the chart of accounts. So we are raising sale for this half liter pouches grade A, half liter pouches grade B. This is the chart of account of this entity. So we want to account this half liter pouches grade A under this half liter pouch grade A. Instead of this GL, we want to account under this GL. Similarly, half liter bottle grade A, half liter bottle grade A. Instead of this, we want to account under this sales GLs. So this is the chart of accounts of this entity. So we haven't filled any other tabs. The accounting stream, account stream is will just fill the only the accounting tab. So the quantity, everything was there. So there is one withholding tax. We told what is the withholding tax. We are applying an withholding tax of 2%. So we have let system know that what is the withholding tax, and let's click calculate. On clicking calculate, it will calculate the base value, tax amount, and tax amount is auto calculated based on the invoice template what was chosen, and all this foreign net TDS is calculated, that is withholding tax is calculated. This is the net amount that is receivable by us or payable by our customer. Well date, no errors, it is no errors. So now for Indian entities, these are the option. Either I can raise an invoice with IRN or without IRN. So this is no IRN means without any IRN. For foreign entities, you don't see an option of IRN. IRN is basically e-invoice. In India, there is a requirement of while generating the invoice, this data has to go to the government portal through API, and an e-invoice would be generated. That is called IRN. If you want IRN, these are the options. Either save and send email immediately, save, that is generate an IRN, generate IRN. If you select this with IRN, save and send email means generate an IRN, save the entry and send email to the customer immediately. Save email later with IRN. This button means generate IRN, save the entry, but email later. Why you want later means some customers, if you might be raising 30 invoices or 40 invoices, you don't want 40 mails to go to the customer. So what you do is you select email later. So once you raise all the 40, then you go to your my task and then click zip and send. So it will zip all those 40 invoices into one, and there will be only one email would be sent. For any other entities, that is this is even for Indian entities. If you don't want an e-invoice, then you can select save and send email without IRN, save email later without IRN. In this case, I want to generate an e-invoice. So let's click save and send email with IRN. So it is saying invoice is account, file is saved, and email is sent. And these AR invoice, you can have a look of the status. So it is pending with, it is submitted by Vikram and pending with Rohan. So once Rohan approves this, then that then e-invoice would be generated and it would be emailed to the client. So let's log off as Vikram and let's log in as an Rohan. Then so that we can see how the invoice would be generated and it would be mailed. So now we have logged in as Rohan. So let's go to AR invoice and request for my approval. There is one request which is pending for my approval. I can have a look of what is the request and what all the GLs used and what all the GL used and other data. What all the items and IRN they have clicked as applicable as S, quality check, bin data, and all those. I had a look, so I'm fine. So the approver is approving. So we had clicked approve. What happens behind the screen is this data, since we have clicked IRN, this data will go to the government portal. From government portal, one e-invoice IRN number would be generated, and that data and QR code would be generated. That would be printed on the invoice, and that invoice which had that QR code and as well as IRN would be generated to the customer. It is saying that AR request number is approved successfully. Invoice is emailed to the client. So let's log in. This is our customer email. You can see there is an invoice received, invoice from Xenix India. Dear team, greetings from Xenix India. Please find the invoice for your processing. You can see a QR code is generated, and this is the IRN number. Let's so this is the invoice. You can see the bill from, ship from. So this is the invoice which is generated on approval, and the data has went to the government portal. IRN number is generated. Let's download. So the IRN number, this is the IRN number. This is the IRN number, IRN acknowledgement number, acknowledgement date, and QR code is generated and it is printed. So these are the requirements of India. So these all the requirements would be configured while you are implementing to this entity. This is an Indian entity, and it has configured as it wanted invoices, and so based on how the template is configured, this is the template. You can see bill to, ship to. All this is fully customizable. The logo, everything is customizable. So based on the implementation, the sale invoices would be generated. And if you click invoice as yes, it will go to the government portal. Invoice would be generated. If you click no invoice, that means you don't, this data will not be there. Invoice will not be generated. Whereas for other entities, that is entities outside India, that is any other country, for this e-invoice generation is not there. So this won't be there, but rest all the process is same. So that's it for this video. In this video, we have seen how to raise an invoice against a billing request. given by the store. Thank you.